I'm Jennifer Stockberger, and we're here at the Auto Test Center today, and this is the early review of the 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. While Lexus has a lineup of hybrid and plug-in hybrid vehicles, this is actually the first fully battery electric vehicle for Lexus, and the next in the family of EVs that includes the Toyota BZ4X and the Subaru Solterra. The RZ 450e starts at around $59,650, jumps to about $65,000 for the luxury. We bought our premium trim with about $3,755 worth of options, including its $1,150 destination charge and a $1,425 technology package. You're definitely paying a luxury price. Obviously, when you're talking about EVs, the two big questions are range and charging times. The EPA numbers say it should have 220 miles of range for the premium trim with 18-inch tires, and only 196 if you take 20-inch tires on the luxury trim. When you compare that to competitors, it's a little shy. We've come to expect 250 to 300 miles of range, so this is a little low under ideal conditions. Lexus says charging time should be about 9.5 hours on a regular level 2 charger, and it can go from 0 to 80% charge on a DC fast charger in about half an hour. The RZ has about 308 horsepower. That should provide plenty of power and probably the zesty acceleration we've come to expect from EVs. So we'll see how it does in our on-road driving and acceleration tests. The interior of the RZ has a few things that take some getting used to. One is the electronic door latch. For the people that have driven with me, I've been asked multiple times how to get out of the car. Everybody's first inclination is to pull. It's actually an electronic push. The pull is really the emergency release. The other thing is this new shifter, which we've seen in other models. You have to push down and turn to get to your desired gear, and you push a button to park. The third thing, which I think is kind of an odd omission, is there's no glove box. Admittedly, no one puts gloves in there, but it's a great place for your owner's manual, your registration, your insurance. Now we have this massive owner's manual taking up space in the center console. Kind of an odd omission. While most interiors for Lexus have kind of an elegance to them, it really kind of stops to what's close at hand. The upper door panels are nicely padded, and the wheel really, it feels great. Once you get lower on the doors, it's just hard plastic. There's kind of a basic console. For those who are going to rate, fit, and finish in our suite of tests, it'll be interesting to see how it scores, not just in its own right, but in comparison to other luxury models. A standard 14-inch touchscreen gives you big selections, which makes it easy to use and change settings. It also gives you a separate volume knob and selections for climate, which is super helpful, as well as wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The rear seat looks like it should accommodate both children and adults well. And that kind of slopey, squatty shape we've seen from so many small SUVs is likely to compromise both rearward visibility and our cargo measurements. Ride comfort is something you'd usually expect from a Lexus vehicle, but handling maybe not. They're typically a softer, quieter, less responsive vehicle. It'll be very interesting to see how the addition of that low battery, the low center of gravity, change handling for the RZ. You know, how does it do in our ride comfort test, in our emergency avoidance maneuver, as well as around the track. So we are currently in the process of accumulating our 2,000 break-in miles on our Lexus RZ, at which time it'll enter our test program, and we're really anticipating what we'll find. How does it perform as an EV? How does it perform against other luxury vehicles? And does the addition of this EV take everything that makes a Lexus and improve on it in some way? So look for all of our detailed test results as well as our road test report at consumerreports.org.